Never underestimate the power of...
Urgot Vi, like this is such a nice team fight, such a nice comp to play against. And then they pick Sona and Veigar, and now I feel like we are so outdrafted. Jhin is gonna be so miserable, constantly ulted by Vi and then can't kill anyone through their burst. Oh, this is gonna be a miserable game.
Teemo on duty.
I wonder if I should go cut down. I'll try out cut down.
Reporting in.
Gotta say nice to Mr. Tukui. How do you win against Urgot? So I like swiftness boots and flinching to help me with the spacing, and also Urgot ult and Q actually slow you a lot. So swiftness boots and other stuff helps you quite a bit there. And then swiftness boots are just nice because usually you trade and he's just very tanky. He was for a long time. I'll ask if he needs a leash, because if he leashes then I need to go all the way around. I might not fully max out Q, but I will find a bunch of points. I will put a bunch of points in my Q because he is pretty auto attack based, and I will primarily be fighting Vi and Urgot. So Q is useful against them. Generally could be in this bush now. Oh, he took the minions with this E. That's fascinating. So I take Q level 1 because one main way of how he can threaten to win the game. Ah, he actually managed to get that auto attack off. So preferably you want to trade when your fleet footwork stack is up, of course. Right, it heals you for 17 HP, that's a decent amount. But of course don't over focus on it. I've actually noticed that a lot, because the Q speed is so fast. A lot of Urgots actually struggle with properly timing it. Like I've noticed Kamen do the exact same mistake. So there's a decent chance that Vi is top lane. Wait, why is the red buff up? Oh, I'm getting confused. Because I'm probably gonna base sometime soon. The minions were on top of each other. That's very annoying. So I could base here, for sure. But I kind of want to make it harder for him to see us. Of course, he could threaten to ult me here, or E me under the tower. But I kind of want to get this TP out. Okay, via bot lane. Okay. This is perfect because now I can base for swiftness boots and coal. Of course he still has a flash, so now I need to be very careful for the next few levels. Wave is pushing into me.
An enemy has been slain.
And also since he TPs and his auto attacks blind automatically. I didn't want to leave the lane or base because the early stages are when you're comparatively the strongest. The wave is pushing slower than I'd hoped, so I'm actually losing quite a bit of XP, but at least I'm not behind in XP. And if you force him to use his E backwards, then, you know, he loses a lot of threat for a long time. You actually have larger auto attack range, so oftentimes you can legitimately just go for an auto attack on him and he cannot respond because his auto attack range is lower. But now harassing under the tower is a lot scarier because he can threaten to E-flash us under the tower and we actually have no counterplay. Of course getting free damage in is always nice. So I think this is a very nice display on how to play the matchup. This guy isn't the best, but he's not too bad. Right, swiftness boots give you such a movement speed advantage that you can just, you know, find small little pokeys. Okay, never mind. Work. But see, like, plus 40 HP, like I can tank this and just be completely fine in terms of HP. So one thing I'll try to do is I'll try to steal this blue buff now. Pretty sure it didn't ward here. I'll check for a pink, but in general, I knew that Vi was bot lane. And I knew that her blue buff was spawning. Of course, my DPS is a bit low. Yeah, sadly it seems like I won't be able to. Vega is also leaving, so I cannot steal it. But that is okay. I could have taken more of the stacks actually, because now I'm a bit low on mana. The idea wasn't bad, I can actually...
An enemy has been slain.
He doesn't have flash anymore, so he can't do anything about this. I've got Q backup, so... yeah. That got pretty close, not gonna lie. I wonder if I'm dead there if he plays it better, but I didn't get under the execute threshold. And I feel like this kind of shows the... just this strength of unflinching and swiftness boots. Like, just because you go a bunch of movement speed and other stuff does not necessarily mean... like, just because you go defensive doesn't mean that... like, by going a defensive setup, you can play more aggressively. Because if you have a very aggressive setup, like for example, right, I could have gone Riftmaker. And I would have had so much HP that he cannot really trade with me anymore. Instead, I went Nashor, and now I might actually die if he engages onto me. So you could for sure make a case that, you know, I should have gone for Riftmaker instead of Nashor's. Yeah, now basically I let this push in, and every time I can trade an auto attack for an auto attack, I just do. Oh. Vi could still be top lane, so... okay, that was very sick by them. Yeah, I don't know, I did not need help with the minion wave, but I guess he wanted to AoE it. I don't know if he wanted the wave, like to tax it. I mean, he got both kills, so... so yeah, I'm basically playing this matchup perfectly, maybe not CSing as much. The reason why I'm not basing here and going for this is, first of all, I've got Ignite. And I did not have enough gold for Nashor. Now I would have enough gold. It seems like the enemy Urgot rage quitted, so... right, if there's no threat, then I might as well stay in lane. I'm not... yeah, like, either...
Never underestimate the power of the Scout's Code. 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 2, 3, 4. Scouts Code. Code. 2, 3, 4.